We got the one and only Chey joining me here for Sports and Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max, Live 65, iHeartRadio. You already know what it is. Hip hop royalty. She's here to make a name for herself in the industry. She's doing that. Chey joins me here tonight for the show. Welcome to the show, Chey. How's everything going?
Thank you for having me. Everything is great. I'm loving this weather going on, so I'm in my element.
Yeah, the hot weather. You're a hot weather person?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm not so, I don't like the cold weather either. It's,
I don't, and my birthday's in December, so every year it gets like a snowstorm or something going on. So I'm like, I love the summer.
yeah, it's definitely the best time. I know a lot of people are not a fan of the heat wave that's been going on right now, but I think it's much
Yeah.
needed. I'd rather have that than
I,
it be like 20 degrees.
I agree 100,000%. I'll take this over a blizzard any day.
Absolutely. So,
Oh,
how are you feeling about all the songs that you've released so far? You got Hair Nails remix right now, MIYAA V. Talk to me about that remix and collaborate with MIYAA V. Why was she the perfect fit for this remix?
I met Maya at an event, and she was just very quirky to me, like somebody who I would get along with. So when we were thinking of creating the remix for the song, we're like, who would sound good on it? And I had heard her music before, and I was like, MIYAA V is perfect. So when she came in, she came to Staten Island actually, and we did the whole studio session. She laid it down. It was great. Like I got chills while she was recording it, so I knew it was gonna be a banger. And I love that I did it with her because I'm a big women empowerment person. So it's good that we get the girlies going. And I love it. I love the record.
Definitely. And then you got all these other records coming out now. You got the freestyles out. I saw the freestyle going viral with Sway. That
Yeah.
was big time for you. And that's something that I learned about just the advice that your father gave you is that you want to stay versatile. And that's how you're really going to do well in this industry is by staying versatile. And you have that. I heard about the upcoming project that you're working on. You have Afro beats. You have a workout song. So what's this workout song going to be like?
I gave it to my friends, so I sent it to them, and they're like, I can't stop playing this in the gym. Like it just gets them up, it gets them moving, it makes you want to work, like for real. So it's I believe, yeah, that's gonna be on the album. So be prepared to work it out. Whether you're dancing or in the gym, you're gonna work out some kind of way.
And I did hear that there was a title out there. I don't know if it's official. It's a party. Is that what you're planning on naming the project or the album?
Not necessarily, but that's what the people can look forward to, it being like a real party, like get moving.
Yeah. Well, let's take it back because I want to take it back to the early days at the age of 9. It was really a time when you were bullied. I heard that you started to take to the music because it was a song that you released through the MySpace to go
Yeah.
at a bully. Did the bully stop? Did she stop after you released this song?
Um, yeah, well, she been stopped like a long, long, long time ago. We graduated school and everything. She actually follows me now, so I don't think it's any bad blood. I think it was more like a she's the new girl, so we're gonna pick on her type of thing. So I just yeah, I created a diss, kind of like a diss track to her that I put out on MySpace. Nobody even heard it, but I felt good to write it because I just got some of my anger out.
And then you and your brother too used to put on little performances. I heard when you were younger, so you always had that. I mean, you have the musical background just because of your father, and but you
Right.
you have your own talent and you have your own legacy that you're going to be putting down here, and you're looking forward to the EGOT. That's something that you're looking
Yes.
forward to is to get all the achievements on there with the Grammys. So after the Grammys, what are you looking forward to most? Are you going to be attacking the movie scene next or the fashion? Because I did see you had your first fashion show.
I did. I did do a fashion show. Shout out to Kalia Clark and Black Billionaires. I um I want to dibble and dabble in everything. So my next move is it might be one step forward, it might be one step to the left, one step to the right. But I just know that I'm going to be on every screen, on your headphones, on your TV screen, your phone screen, iPad, all of that. So whatever comes next is what comes, whether it be theater, TV, movies, whatever.
And you majored in performing arts. Was that this at University of Chicago, the University of Illinois?
Oh no, I actually majored in performing arts in middle school and high school. And then once I got to college, I kind of wanted to take, like a more, I don't know, like psychological route, I guess you could say, because I did end up graduating with my psychology degree. But I wanted to graduate first and then kind of dip my foot into the music industry because I wanted to have something, to fall back on. I wanted to be educated in certain things. So,
What were
yeah.
some of the most important connections that you made in college? Because college is the biggest thing for networking and connections.
Absolutely. I agree. Shout out to Wagner College. That was my alma mater. That's where I graduated from. Nathan Dworkin, he actually helped me a lot in class and musically in a way. He was very into hip hop, and I don't know how the conversation came about. We just started talking about Wu-Tang, and I was like, well, like I make music. And he was like, well, I would like to listen to some of your music. And still to this day, like he texts me like, yo, I heard that new song. That shit is fire. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to curse.
Oh,
That
you
stuff
could
is
curse.
fire. Okay. He was like, yeah, that shit is fire. And I really appreciate it coming from him because he like knew me before all of that when I was just, struggling psychology major. So shout out to Nathan.
Mhm. And shout out to him and just everything that you learned and accomplished in college and graduating. That's a major achievement. I
Yeah.
wanted to talk about your first job at the age of 16, Wendy's. You were looking forward to the $7.50 an hour. Now, you didn't have to do it, but you did it yourself. Was it kind of the way because your father really had to work for it? We saw his humble beginnings and he had worked for it. So you kind of want to follow in the footsteps of not being just handed to you. You want to work for it. Was it kind of that mentality?
Absolutely. It was more like I want to work for my own money. I don't like to ask for things.
Mhm.
So it kind of got stale to the point of asking my parents for money. I was like, I need to start making it on my own because they could give me a little $20, $40 here, but I want to make the big money. So yeah, I got my first job at Wendy's and I worked there for the summer until I went away to college. And it was a good little first job. I appreciated it.
No, that not a lot of people do that, especially when they're kids of someone who's iconic in the entertainment industry. They'd rather just sit back and be like, "Yeah, I'll just collect my money and just sit
Right.
there."
I like to get it both ways. How about that?
Yeah, oh, I like that. That's big. So you're out there, you're making the music, but there was a point where you said at the age of 25 that you had a wake up call. Do you remember this moment that led to that wake up call to lead you wherever you're going and where you're at right now?
Absolutely. I think I had graduated the previous year before I turned 25. And I just feel like 25 is such a milestone. Like my 16 was before, 21 is kind of like, and that's only like I'm legal. But 25 is kind of like an adult milestone. So it's like some things have to change in order for me to be an adult. And that includes having a career. So I kind of went full force into my music 100%, quit my day job, and now I'm here. And I couldn't be more grateful, honestly, that I did that.
Yeah. Yeah, take risks. A lot of people, that's what they're missing in this day and age, is that they take risks. And you could even say your father took risks, not even just with his career and just taking the leap of faith to make it, but collaborating with different artists. I was listening to
Right.
actually his songs with Limp Bizkit the other day, and
I was
it,
just listening to that today.
wow, which one, the Roland Urban Assault or In Together?
All in together. That's
All in
my
together,
song.
yeah.
I watched that video so many times as a kid because they like flew through the air, and I thought my dad was like Superman. That's my favorite song.
Oh yeah, that's an amazing song. Now it's taking. I wanted to bring it to this with the Limp Bizkit comparison. Is there artists outside of the box that you want to work with that like is in a rock genre or in a different genre? Because I know you want to work with Ashanti, 50 Cent, artists in the R&B hip hop genre. But is there someone that's out of the box you want to collaborate with?
I have to like I have to expand my brain on that because I really only listen to like 90s, early 2000s music anyway. So I'm like, I need to kind of get in on what's popping right now. But Prana Supreme, she's actually RZA's daughter. She makes country music, and I wouldn't mind doing a collab with her. She's very dope artist, and that's like kind of stepping out on the countryside and maybe some rock stars too. I know Miggs kind of does like Miggs, I think 718 is his name. He
Mhm.
does like rock star kind of rap, green hair, electric type of thing. So hopefully those collabs will be coming soon.
Oh, that would be fire. That's really going to
Yeah.
show a different side.
Yes, definitely.
Uh, but when we look at it, because your parents have always been supportive of you, and especially your mother, how's your mother doing with just with everything in your career? Because I've heard that she's always bringing you to interviews and just standing by your side. So how much has your mother been a big help in all just your career right now?
Oh, so much. My mom is the biggest help. She's actually my momager. So she's the mouth for me when I kind of feel like I can't speak up in certain situations. And she's like, I always say like she's the one person, if nobody's on my side, she's on my side. So I'm grateful to have her with me going through everything. Cause then at the end of the night, when I'm not this persona or whoever shy, and I come home and I'm Cheyenne and she's mom, like then it's like we could talk about everything and it's still a loving relationship, which I love because a lot of people kind of gets like salty.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And you do have the shy. I did see that you have two personalities in one. Cheyenne's more laid back. Shy's pretty much the go-getter, the artist that you see here today. It's
Absolutely.
amazing just reading the article. I did see an article just how long your parents have been together for. I think for 29 years, and then they've been married for like 21.
Yeah, so they've been married. Well, now they've been together for 32 years and
Wow,
married
yeah, that must have been an old article.
some
Yeah.
years. Long, long, long time. Yeah, I definitely look up to them.
An important question I did have for you. Do you think that a relationship like your parents is possible in this day and age and the times that we live in now?
I feel like it is. Everybody just has to have trust, and social media is like the killer of everything, I feel like. So if you just like stop going through people's phones and just live your life and stop, being trifling. If anybody is being trifling, like everybody just needs to decide if you're going to be in a relationship, do that. And if you're not, then you're not and leave it at that because you can't want both at once.
Yeah, you
And
can't have your
then
cake and eat it
um
too.
exactly. And then comes the longevity. So you just gotta, find your niche, I
Yeah.
guess, in your person.
I agree, and that's a prime example right there. Just your parents right there, strong family bond. Because I did hear that you're independent. Is there any advice that your parents have given you as far as what the right deal is? Because I know about your father's history with Loud Records, with Wu Tang back in the day. So, is there some important advice that they did give to you once that right deal comes along?
Um, they definitely gave me the best advice. They want to be like present there. So like my mom is gonna be always there, period. And my dad wants to be like on FaceTime or something just to make sure I am getting everything that I am worth if the time does come. Because like you said, my dad has been through so much that he's knows what to look for and what to, really go after. So I'm grateful that I have them in my corner so they can like kind of take the lead on some things that I don't fully understand.
And you're speaking of FaceTime because I know your father's always been out there. I heard about this Omarion story back in the day on
Oh,
the phone.
OMG. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my dad, he just does things like that. So he'll be on the phone with somebody very random. Most recently in my life, it was Tom Hardy. And he'll just take the phone and he'll be like, "Hey, this is my daughter." And I'll be like, "Hey." So the Omarion time, he just called me down as before FaceTime and stuff. So we had the house phone and he's like, "Yeah, Omarion's on the phone." I'm like, "Shut up. Omarion's not on the phone. What the hell?" So I'm like, "Hello?" He's like, "Yeah, this Omarion." I'm like, I froze. And then I started screaming in Omarion's ear, like, "I'm so sorry. So sorry, Omarion, because he did not need that. He was just trying to make like a little business call, and here go this little girl screaming in his ear." Like, that was so embarrassing. I feel like I would handle myself way better now. But back then, it was definitely like a shocker just to be like on the phone with certain people.
100%.
Yeah.
DMX. I remember hearing the story about you seeing him in the Def Jam building. Was that the only time that you saw DMX?
Yes, I
Mm,
believe. Yes, it was the only time. Yeah. Yeah,
wow.
he was very powerful man. Like I always knew like I was afraid of like a couple of people growing up just because of like their music videos and such. But DMX, like I wasn't really afraid of him as much as I was like, wow, like he's like, ooh, he's powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, you could tell just by his music, his strong presence.
Absolutely.
He definitely impacted a lot of people with his music. Rest in peace. We lost him too early.
Definitely.
No doubt about it. When's this Ashanti feature coming? Because I know you're inspired by her. Happy, Baby. Those
Oh
are the
my
two major
God.
songs.
Ashanti is like my whole childhood. My mom, we played her whole first album, second album, like through and through. I know every song front to back. So I would love for that. Actually, COVID kind of messed me and Ashanti up because she made me a birthday video. Her and my dad were connected at some event, and she made me a birthday video. And she was like, "Yeah, girl, I'm gonna get you tickets to the Millennium Tour. Come backstage." I'm like, "Cool." Got the tickets. COVID. No Millennium Tour. No Ashanti. No Bex.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sure you're gonna reconnect. You're gonna reconnect.
I hope so because I feel like we're like she's kind of like the forefront of like my music. Like I wanted to sing like her. I wanted to be her. Like I love her real bad, real bad.
One of the greatest to do it. She's
Absolutely.
underrated too.
Oh, maybe sleeping, but it's all right.
Yeah.
They sleep on me too. It's okay.
Yeah, no, they do. But you always say that you don't follow trends, you're trending.
Period.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
That's
why I
how
don't
you got
keep.
to be.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking about that, you being the trend, what do you think is the best way to bring the younger audience together with the legends? Because I did see the video just at at Summer Jam with your father and Redman being on stage and him being outspoken about it, and just the
Yeah,
generation gap being too wide. It was really disheartening to see that, because your father's a legend, Redman's a
I
legend.
agree.
What do you think you can do? Because I think that's what we really need, is the youth to pull the legends together. What do you think it's going to take for the youth to really want to have the legends a part of the youth?
For me, I think right now samples are really, really big,
Mhm.
and a lot of people don't know where a lot of the samples come from. So for me, I would love to like put together like a sampled record of one of my dad's old songs or something like that, and have them be like, "Yo, where is this from?" And then it leads to, like instead of everybody using like the same beats, like we should just use all the 90s beats and have it just come out about like that, because I feel like it was a different time and everything was more like unified and together, and it was like, it was good. It was
Yeah.
good. So I feel like to bridge that gap, we just need to be more open-minded about who we are putting on our features and stuff like that. And nobody is too old and washed and all that other stuff, because clearly I listen to, all the old school music still. So hopefully my kids will.
Yeah. That's how you got to carry on the tradition, keep passing down the greats that came before them. And speaking of
Right.
unifying, I did want to talk to you about Staten Island, because I hear that the artists that are there, because Wu-Tang came out of there, Christina Aguilera came out of there. Well, I want to talk about how we can unify Staten Island, because I did hear that artists are more about putting on themselves. What do you think is the best way that we can unite the borough of Staten Island?
I feel like, when everybody goes on social media and they start talking about how Staten Island is the forgotten borough and how all of Staten Island just jumps on everybody, like I feel like it should be something like that. But instead, it's more of like, oh, you sound like me, so I'm not gonna like you, or you're from the other neighborhood, so I'm not gonna play your music and stuff like that. When really, it doesn't even have to be like that, because music is music, business is business. Let's just keep it to that. And if we were unified, people wouldn't be so quick to shit on Staten Island, because we come from a big thing. Like, we come from generations and generations of just greatness. The Force MDs, Wu Tang, like you said, Christina Aguilera. So, like, obviously, something good has come from their forgotten borough or not. So, we just need to be unified. I feel like everybody just needs to stop the hate and love.
Yeah, I agree. And Shy is going to be one of the ones doing that for sure next.
Okay. Yes.
This, if you could have your own fashion show, how would you want it to be? How would you design your own fashion show? Because I heard you're into colors, you're into the whole suspense and stuff like that. So how would you design your own fashion show?
Well, it would have to be based on a theme. I am into like neon colors, sequins, diamonds, sparkles, just very out there. So it would definitely be a lot of that, a lot of pink, because that is my color, blues, yellows. I'm into like pastels, Eastery colors. Um, and definitely just like my style, kind of just like regular, baggy pants, cute top, sneakers, love sneakers, gotta have a nice feet on. So probably that. It would be like based on like comfortability, probably.
Hmm. I like that. The baggy clothes still carrying on for the traditions of hip hop. I like that.
You
Do
know?
you feel as though the sneaker game is dead right now?
No, not at all. I feel like we do have, the same sneakers that keep coming out every 4 years, but we have like a variety. Everybody just needs to expand themselves and stop reselling, because it's just going down. The profit keeps going down on these sneakers, and everybody deserves to have good feet. So I'm not for the reselling.
No, I agree. 50 Cent. I saw the picture online. Talk to me about your meeting with 50 Cent.
Anybody that knows me knows I love 50 Cent, ride or die 50 Cent fan. Um, so when he was coming to Staten Island, and his team reached out to my team because he's promoting his new liquor, Branson Cognac, and I don't know how to say the other one, Le Miche Roy. Roy. Sorry, 50. Don't hate me. But I know it's Branson Cognac. And so I pulled up and I got a chance to meet him. I was so nervous. It was my first time meeting him. And he was very nice to me. I told him that I consider myself the female 50 Cent minus the gangsta, because I just feel like we are here. Like, we're here, and I'm very musically like inclined. Like, music speaks to me in all different kind of ways. So I love 50 Cent. Meeting him was amazing. I hope to meet him again many, many, many times more.
Mm. Maybe even if Power expands, you get a role on there.
Okay, they cut my show off last season, but hopefully, it's a lot of other shows, 50.
Exactly. I did see
So
that. Got to get you on there. What do you feel is a
exactly.
role that people would be surprised to see you play? What's a role that you want to tap into that people may not expect from you?
Horror movies.
Oh, you're a horror movie fan?
Fanatic.
Yeah, I'm a huge horror movie. Yeah, I like
Yes.
that.
Love horror movies. I would love to be in a horror movie. I like when people like think in their brain when like they turn all the lights off and run up the stairs.
Hmm.
Like that's my life constantly. Like I'll be like, what if Michael Myers was coming? How fast can I get in the house? Like shit like that. So I think I would be great.
So you would play a slasher?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love good slasher film. Not the Terrifier though, because he be OD.
Oh, that's crazy. Terrifier 2. I did see those.
I can't wait for the third one to come out. They actually filmed it in Staten Island, so I'm excited to see that.
Wow. Oh, that's
Yeah.
big. What's your top 5 horror movies?
Oh, okay. Number one, Halloween, the Rob Zombie one, Halloween. Um, Jason X,
Ooh.
fire. Um, I'm gonna have to say Terrifier 2 because it really did it for me.
Hmm.
Hereditary, and one that's very, very old is called Vile. Woo, I used to watch that movie all the time as a kid. That's sick, sick
What?
movie.
That's crazy. Yeah. A lot of people don't appreciate the horror genre, but Hereditary is interesting. What's one of the A24 films? Yeah,
I love A24. They really do their thing. I'm trying to
they
get with
do.
them too. A24.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
here.
go. We got to sign her up. Let's go. Sign Shy
Right.
up.
Anything Bloomhouse 2 is my favorite. I know it's gonna smash.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think of a movie that was in Blumhouse that I saw recently. I don't know if I think Sinister is a part of Blumhouse.
I
I think.
like Sinister.
Yeah,
I
that was
like
scary.
Sinister. That one kind of got me.
Yeah. Like The Exorcist.
I know, yes, the first Exorcist scarred me as a kid. I was like, I never watched it, I only watched it one time. And then The Ring as well. The Ring is like my no, no. I was petrified as a kid.
Oh, Samara
Yes. Oh, you can't even say the name. I was running.
with the TV.
Yes, exactly.
I think your father just did the Evil Dead soundtrack. I think he did do it. I did hear that
Right.
song with Status Selecta. Yeah.
Yeah, he did do that. I forgot about that. He did. That's crazy. I love when he's in horror films as well. He was in Venom. That was the first time I ever seen him like get killed in a movie. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness, it's a
Yeah.
lot.
That's what like the voodoo movie where the guy comes back.
Yes,
Yeah.
that movie is insane too. That movie was good.
He's like a snake or something. Yeah, I do remember
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And another honorable mention, I would say House of Wax is one of my faves.
Oh, the 2000s one,
Yes.
Paris Hilton.
Mm-hmm.
That is an
Yeah.
underrated remake. I
Yeah,
do agree with
definitely.
the special effects in that are wild.
What? That movie, whew, it got me. That
Yeah.
got me.
We got Bougie and Ghetto. We got all these songs out. We mentioned the ones earlier that we talked about. What's the next release for you? Is it going to be the Afro Beats one? What's going to be the one that you really set the summer off with?
I'm gonna set the summer off with the banger. It's actually if I did On the Radar. So my On the Radar freestyle performance is up. I actually performed a song called 1942. So that will be dropping next, I believe. And then the album shortly after. So I'm excited, ready to
Yeah.
get the summer started for
Yeah.
real.
And you're getting a lot of respect, a lot of cosigns. Trina bringing you out on stage. I know
Yes.
she reached out to your team and then she brought your dancers out to Detroit. And could
Yes.
we see something between you and Trina, perhaps,
Oh,
as a song? I'm hoping.
I hope so. I hope so too, because that would be fire. That would be, I love Trina. She treated me so well. I have nothing but love for her. I'm very grateful. So I definitely hope that's in the works.
Yeah. So what's next on the way for you besides the music? Are you looking to take forward the leap of acting right now? Or are you just getting started right? Because I know you're more focused on the music. You want the Grammy, but are you starting to really pivot into the lane to prepare to dive into acting?
Absolutely. I'm going to take a few acting classes. I was actually on the process of signing up for like a real class, like a college class, for acting, as well as, doing auditions, reading scripts, and just running through different things and just, keeping myself available for everything because I'm available for everything. So
How's your brother? Because I know he releases music. He just released something recently on
Yes,
SoundCloud.
absolutely. So his SoundCloud is Fifth Power PXWER. It's on SoundCloud. He just released his a couple of singles on his EP called Crimmy. The first song is very near and dear to my heart. It's called Good Intentions, and at the end of the song is actually my grandmother's voice singing, which my family, when we lost her, it was kind of like a big blow. So it's good to hear it on his project and to hear her, because she would be proud of us. So make sure y'all check that Crimmy out on SoundCloud by Fifth Power, 5THPXWER.
Yeah,
And
fifth.
it was his birthday. So happy birthday, brother.
Oh wow, happy birthday to your brother.
Yes.
Fifth Power, go check it out on SoundCloud. What is next for you as far as performances? You have any performances lined up?
I have a couple of appearances, a couple of performances. I don't really want to give too much away, but there is I think there's gonna be, it's called Life Session on sometime this week. My days are all mixed up because my schedule is crazy, but I will be popping out to any and everything. So just keep your eyes out for me.
Mhm. Where are you looking to travel to?
I really professionally overseas. That's like the main goal, book out shows overseas. I see a lot of people that are on tour right now. They're getting these sold out tours. I'm just waiting for my turn. I can't wait. And definitely, personally, I want to travel in the States. I've never been to like Nebraska, Idaho, Cincinnati. Like I just want to go, explore. I like to be adventurous. So definitely that. But music wise, wherever it takes me, honestly.
No, and you're gonna have success wherever you go, and you could develop a
Yeah.
fan base everywhere. I can see it right now. We have a star in the making here.
Thank you.
Yes. Shy, is there anything else you would love to let your fans know, the audience know that we didn't touch on here today?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at I'm Chey, IMCHEY, two underscores. Everywhere else, Shy Music. I will be uploading some personal content soon, so make sure y'all go on there. And album coming soon. 1942 is about to drop. You already know we taking over the summer. It's Shy. It's Shy. It's Staten Island. We outside. That's it. Thank you, DJ Mama.
Of course, Shy. You're always welcome on the show. Thank you to your management for helping setting this up and getting everything
Yes,
connected and everything worked out. Keep doing your thing. You're going a long way. The EGOT, it's gonna happen.
that's where I'm going. That's where
Yeah.
I'm going to the top.
All right, Shy. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take care. And I look forward to seeing the upcoming music and everything you accomplish. You always have a seat here on the show.
Thank you so much, DJ Max. I appreciate
Of
you.
course,
Have a good day.
anytime. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.